Here's a list of things to consider when designing a book cover. Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, where I take one issue, usually from the world of publishing, and try to explain it in just a few minutes. I'm finishing up a short book on customer data platforms. It'll be available soon, so stay tuned. Part of that process is creating the right cover. A cover can make or break a book. So how do I go about this? Here are 5 approaches that I've considered. First, I can go with my gut. That appeals to my ego, of course, but I'm self-aware enough to know that I don't have an artist's eye. Back when I wore ties to work, I would have preferred to have someone else pick the tie for me. I'm not horrible at it, but other people see things in a way that I don't, and they have a knack, Number 2, I can ask some friends. Now, I do have smart friends, and I'm sure many of them have better instincts than I do about such things. But they're not experts on book covers either, so while their guidance is helpful, I'm not sure that's enough of an upgrade. Number 3, I could consult an expert. Now, experts are tricky. If you get the right one with the right experience and instincts for your market, that's fantastic. But I'm not sure I know how to find that person, and I don't want to spend that kind of money or time. Number 4, I can duplicate the style of similar book covers. There's a lot of sense in that. The old saying is, don't judge a book by a cover, but everyone judges books by their covers all the time. We have expectations for different genres. You don't expect a business book to have a fantasy dragon on the cover. So within that general concept, you have to have a sense of your target audience and what they would prefer. That's hard to gauge, but it's worth thinking about. For example, should you be more on the playful side or more on the serious side? And then number 5, try a few things and test them. And this appeals to my marketing operations background. Also, it doesn't really matter what I think or what my friends think or what an expert thinks. What matters is what the market thinks. So I am going to test some covers, but I still have to choose what to test. I can't create 600 different covers. So I have to come up with some combination of the ideas above and narrow it down to just a couple. Here's what I'm doing. I don't share this because I'm an expert. I'm not. I'm sharing this so that you can think through the issues and come up with your own ideas, your own mix of these concepts, and figure it out for yourself. I don't want to defy genre expectations, but business book covers are boring in my opinion. I want to be close to the edge of the genre expectation without breaking it. Obviously, it's important to think about colors and typography and what moods they evoke. I'm a man, so I see the world in Windows 16 colors, so I lean on my cover designer for color decisions. I'll give a link to her below. She's very good. If you're going to have more than one book, you want to maintain some sort of brand consistency. You want a design that you can copy, at least to some extent, so the books are recognizable as coming from your brand. Also, you have to consider formats and sizes. People will be seeing your cover in a bunch of different settings. You want to make sure the text is readable and the images work no matter where they see your cover and how big it is. Sometimes that'll be a thumbnail on a very small screen. Now, the elephant in the room here is the book title, which is probably more important than the cover and which I haven't discussed at all. A lot of the same concepts that I mentioned above apply to the title as well as to the cover design. It would be nice to A/B test a book title. So, if you're designing a book cover, think about these issues and let me know what you come up with. Also, keep an eye out for my new book. It'll be out shortly. You can let me know what you think of the cover, but the truth of the matter is I'm going to do a split test and pick the one that gets more clicks. So I hope that was helpful. Those are my thoughts for today. If you'd like to get in touch with me, please see my contact information on the next page. Thanks so much.